So let's start with your journey. Let's see what your learnings have been, how the things have been, and how you would like to put it together so that if somebody wants to see how your last 4 months have been, let's have a quick recap. Sanke, would you like to start?
No, ma'am. Actually, I've just crashed my another system over there. I had prepared it, but that operating system has crashed actually, so I won't be able to present it.
So you can always put it in your own words. That's absolutely fine. Okay. So don't worry. Okay. You are a kind of a person who is quite spontaneous, so don't worry. You don't have to make it like, just put it up, whatever you feel like.
See, the journey started with basic understanding of 5 principles. Number first, curiosity. Number second, listening skills. Number third, intuitions. Number fourth, self-management. And number fifth, forward orientations. Our journey started with these 5 principles for our PCC batch altogether. We moved ahead, taking all these things, how we can have the best of the best we can have from this. This has given us space where we talked about how we can have a balance between fulfillment of goals and our adherence, our compliances as a coach with the client. So the connection was started from there. We moved on and we have discussed n number of things, various NLP techniques, as we were discussing right now. Some of the CBT techniques, MBTI was discussed. In the LMS, FIRO-B was also discussed, thanks to Bhardwaj for his content sharing knowledge altogether. I actually read it and it is helping me out too. And then we discussed about the circle of influence. We have also discussed the part of me, which is I, me, we, things like that. And towards the end, last 2 or 3 sessions, we were discussing about the values which we have, what kind of integrity which we can practice all together. What does a value means to me, how to quantify those values altogether, how we can use it up. Another things, a few other things which we discussed in this was at which space, at which capacity, the consciousness part of, I'm talking about the consciousness part, that at which consciousness state my client is. Is he into the egocentric state? Is he into a diplomat stage? And there are like 2, 3 others, I forgot the name right now. So that was altogether beautiful things to be discussed, to be understood. Apart from that, how I can take him to the next level, the transformations part of it. So those were things which we have discussed as of now. And the journey continues. We have discussed our life graph, life chart altogether, starting from where we remember until now, how the graph, the life chart has moved, sometimes up, sometimes down. The rainy seasons were also there. The sunshines were also there. The autumn, springs, everything was there. And somehow we have learned one thing, that life goes on with all these problems and all these happiness too. And we have managed all those seasons, good, bad, worst, whatever. And we moved on. We have seen that we have a goal to achieve in the coming future altogether. Still with those problems, with our limited skills, knowledge, we have managed everything. So there is hardly anything apart from us which is holding us back to achieve our own goals, our own visions. So we have discussed this. We have seen visualized basically where I want to be in next coming period of time. What are the time frames which we have and what is the path which we can follow. Honestly speaking, yes, as a part of a human being, our character defines us all together. The value system, the spiritual foundations which we call about defines us too. And slowly and steadily, at the end of these 2 or 3 sessions, we have discussed our value systems, integrity, our priority towards work as well as family, the work-life balance, everything. So far, so good, too good from your end. Excellent learning for us too. Now, from my side, so far, so good. Now I'm asking you, so what? What is next? We have completed ACC. We are about to complete PCC. You haven't said much about MCC now. I'm looking forward for that zone.
Okay. Thanks, Sanket, for putting
One
that
of
down.
the beautiful things for my personal space in last 4 to 5 months time, when I started this course, that PCC level course, I was wondering, what do I do with my ACC degree? I was wondering, what do I do with my ACC degree? It's locked in my Almira. That's it. By the end of this, as on today, I have signed one contract as a life coach, where I'll be addressing approximately 60-65 corporate leaders, vice president and above, in May 2022.
Wow.
This course has helped me to sign this contract. This course has not only helped me, it has given me all the confidence which was needed actually to sign this contract. And this is like true efforts of all of you, my peer group, everybody, and especially to Honey Ma'am. And special thanks to two faces, actually. One is Juhi and another one is Megha, which are always in the hiding zone. I don't know why, but still, but special thanks to both of them also. They are always behind me for coordination purpose and everything. So thank you so much. I'm honored for this. This was not possible without your support, guidance, advice, and wake-up calls from Megha and Juhi.
Excellent, beautiful. Who said, Sanket, you hadn't prepared for presentation? You were damn good. Yeah, and we are so proud of you. So proud of you. It's all your efforts. Excellent work. Keep the good work going. And of course, I'll address everybody after this regarding the other things academically, if there's something that needs to be talked about. Okay. So thank you. Thank you, Sanket. Okay. Who's coming up next? I think talking about this journey is putting a pressure, it's like this so much, but don't take it as a pressure. It's something like whatever you feel like, it makes more sense. Sanket has just put it up, his way of putting it up, and it actually gave us a good idea, all that we guys had covered up in the previous class. Same I would request. So whatever comes as a free flow, some things you'll remember, some you'll not remember, and that's absolutely fine. It's just to share how the things. Yes, Dr. Aparna, go ahead.
Yes. As you all are aware, I'm a doctor by profession. So while practicing for many years, I noticed that people need some support, someone to they on, someone with whom they, someone with which they can share their inner feelings or their emotions, and they basically need someone to listen them. So I was not aware much about this life coaching thing. I just came to this Cocoweave advertisement once, and then I was confused whether to go for life coaching or to continue my further education in counseling. Then I talked with Honey. If you remember, Honey, we called before joining. You must have forgotten, but I still remember. At that time, you explained me what is the difference between counseling and life coaching and how life coaching is beneficial. Okay, so that time I noticed this is what exactly I'm looking for, and then I joined the course, and then the journey began. ACC level was the first step. If you remember, metamorphosis was the theme of our first session. Okay, I loved it. I really liked the theme and the session. First session was really very great. I still remember that session. I have notes also, and everything I do remember, and I just loved it. metamorphosis, a real transformation. That is what I was looking for myself also and for my clients also. I knew it is beneficial for me also, and it will be great if I could use it to help the people also. So a change that will happen naturally, and the coach will just co-create the environment. So for this, I will like to look at myself as a transformation coach. Okay. Then the journey began of our PCC level. Honey was obviously an excellent teacher. He's a very good teacher and a great coach also. But the overall peer group was very nice, and it was a great learning with you all. And I feel myself lucky to be a part of such a wonderful group. So then something about my work model. My work model will include initial steps like chemistry session and making agreement. Then my coaching will be based on grow model and purpose model. First, I will try to understand where my client is and where he wants to reach, what journey he has planned. We'll try to set a goal first, and then we'll go together through to a beautiful journey. I will try to create a safe and trustworthy environment with my core values like honesty, integrity, sincere and genuine efforts. I will help the client in this journey inwards by exploring his values, core strengths and weaknesses. I will also use all essential tools like listening, use of metaphors, positive reinforcement, meta view, clarifying, rephrasing, helping the client to achieve balance, fulfillment, and purpose of his life will be my goal. Accepting the client, telling him the truth, the facts, rather than what he would like to hear. Coaching the whole person and not the problem. Accepting the client as it is will be the key features of my coaching sessions. Few tools I will be using like leadership log, 360-degree feedback, then wheel of life. This will be my coaching pattern. And before winding up, I would especially like to thank my peer coaches, Prem and Sanket, for helping me to improve my confidence. Archana, Meenakshi, and Fatima helping me to achieve my personal goal and fitness goal, and Arjun for improving my communication skills. Without you, I will not be able to complete this journey of transformation. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Honey.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. On behalf of everyone, I'm saying it. Beautiful. Aparna, very well.
I'm facing one problem actually.
Okay, go ahead.
You see, whenever I'm interacting with my clients, usually I find male persons over there. It becomes tough for me. Usually I find males to be there. It becomes tough for me to make them understand certain things. If I'm taking the help of any female colleague of mine, once the female says one thing, the male agrees. She says the same thing which I say. How do I get rid out of it? I'm stuck over here.
Oh.
Sanket, can I answer that?
Yes.
Please.
Always take the help of the females around. Don't take the credit always.
Ankit, I have an answer to this. See, I run a studio and I have male and female clients coming both. When a female tries an outfit, she's like, oh, this is not fine. This should be a little loose. The hemline is visible, this and that. And despite we being saying, you look fab, you look excellent, you look great. And when a male client tries a dress or anything we make, and then the minute he comes on, you're like, wow. And he's like, okay, pack it. In a way, even I can find an answer to Sanket's answer.
Yeah, actually, whenever I'm interacting with male clients, there are some ego clashes. Like male client will show that they are intelligent too. They will also have a number of questions with them. And usually the female says anything to the male, they will simply agree. No questions asked, no second thought, done.
Okay, look, Archana puts it up so well.
Honey, you are not audible.
Okay, carry on. Yeah, am I audible now?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, okay. Just one sec.
Honey, can I speak?
Oh, yes, yes, Prem, please go ahead.
I'll keep it short because I think Sanket has really made up everything that is possible to be spoken about. I mean, it's very articulate and very clear. So I'll keep it short. Even Aparna, the way she spoke from her heart was really good to hear what she has spoken. Uh, Let me start from the PCC side. Uh, Change. That's the biggest thing that ever happened to me. Uh, what I was and what I am now, I look back, there's a big difference. There's a big difference. And that cannot be probably expressed in mere words. Uh, and that's how I look at it. And that's the end part of the journey. But I'm sure that more changes are going to happen with me, and I'm going to grow, and I'm looking forward to that. When I look at the lessons and the way we started, yes, on and off, I used to fall sick. But those were the moments that really helped me to introspect better. It gave me time to myself, to the lessons, and then think about it. Because at the beginning of every lesson, there was a confusion. At the end of the lesson, there was clarity. So that was a wonderful part of the journey. What have I been benefiting out of it? As I said, change in my way of looking at things. So what I've done is since we started this journey together, every day I send out a quote across. And now that I've taken up the school, so I send it to my teachers. And the quote that I sent today in the morning was, we all have a perspective to one simple thing. It's not necessary that we are all correct. Uh, I, d- I think that is giving me a lot of confidence that and faith. And I see a lot of people believing in what I'm saying. So when Honey, you were talking about leaders at the fourth level and fifth level. In India, it's very difficult because the top bosses always want you to be the Hitler in the campus. Okay, you have to look. So the teachers bring the students to me and tell me, okay, they tell the children, I'll take you to the principal. Now the principal becomes a dragon in a cage inside that room, and every kid is scared of it. Well, I don't want that to happen. Uh, but that's how life is. That's probably that change will happen in course of time. Uh, Opportunities. I have noticed that there are a lot of opportunities that have come my way, and I've been able to gauge it properly, pick it up properly. I many a times I don't speak in the meetings. Uh, the reason being, I've started listening to people. Another change. When I listen to people, I probably get to understand myself better. And that is what was happening in the peer coaching sessions. Though I did not have a chance to coach anyone, or I did have an interaction with Bharadwaj, and Priyesh, but I think some other places we haven't had. Uh, I realized that listening at, at a level where you are mindful of what the person is talking and you are able to understand where he or she is coming from helps a lot. Helps a lot. And that, so if I look at it, the whole course has been a change for me. And that is what is important because I think I remember when you asked me why I'm doing this, and I think my answer was that I want to change because if I can change myself, then I can change my clients. I can transform my clients. So that is my success today. I've been able to uh, make changes in my life, and this is not because uh, me introspecting. It's because all of you there helping me with that, helping me to understand myself through your perspective, through your eyes. You have been the mirror for me that I've been able to look at myself. And hopefully, uh, I'll be able to also make some more changes. I don't have a big following of mine now at the moment, but yes, uh, I feel that there are people who look up at me, who look up to me, and look forward to my presence, my words, my uh, sessions. Like when I'm talking to you now, I've got a message from one of my clients. He was off for some time, maybe for 2, 3 months. He never contacted me, and then he suddenly comes back today. He sends a message. Can I talk to you? Can I have a session? So that is what the change has come. Uh, so the biggest change is changing myself, and I'm happy about that. And thanks to each one of you. Hopefully, we should be together. We can be in touch. Uh, Another thing which Sanket, I am in a situation, the school where I'm working, I'm the only male member with 2 PE teachers who are gentlemen. And the rest, 40 of them are ladies, including my admin staff. So I have no choice but to tell them that this is what it is. And they listen. So it's not that the ladies don't listen, but yes, they do listen.
You do listen, yeah. You're making Sanket very jealous of you. One male with 40 females, not done.
So I'm just telling that you shouldn't be disheartened. There is always, there are always people who will listen. Maybe uh, we may have to little change our way of telling it. That's all.
Excellent, excellent. Prem,
Yes.
thank you so much.
Yes. The only last submission from my end that this course has made me a better person to handle situations, to handle problems, to foresee things up, what is next, how I can be planned. It has made me a better person for my forward orientations altogether. Thank you so much for all your guidance.
But, Honey, in the beginning, I was telling you that should I tell you something about my family? You're asking me how many people are there in my family. Uh, it was 30 years back, 33 years back. My daughter is 30 years now. Uh, uh, when I got married, the world, and I mean, my whole family, the world there shook. I got married to someone who was out of my religion, out of my culture, out of my language. And those 30 years back, it was never accepted. So my wife met my daughter met my parents after 10 years, and my daughter met my in-laws after 10 years. My parents met my in-laws almost after 15 years.
Oh.
So life has played a different role. Uh, Probably those are the things that made me look into being a life coach, made me take this up because I know a lot of us go through these kind of uh, beautiful situations which we don't understand. Uh, Maybe those situations have made me what I am today. That's why I tell my world is only two people. That's me and my daughter, my wife and my daughter, and that's all how it is going to be.
Wow.
Awesome, Prem. Awesome. Good. I can really feel the kind of journey that you have gone through. So very youthful years, and I'm sure it would have been interesting time. I cannot say challenging, because that's who you are. And the way you have done it now, hats off.
Every moment has been a learning experience, and we are still learning.
Yes, we are. We are. You know, I'm really feeling quite heavy at heart. I don't know. Somehow this feeling is coming that you guys, will, of course, will meet. But then the kind of continuity that we always had, looking and waiting for the classes. There's this Prem, Sanket, Gopi, Bhardwaj, Archana, Ranjini, Priyesh, Fatima. Each one of you, my goodness, Beverly, Aparna, Ufo, Arjun. Hope I missed any. I'm going to miss you guys like that. Big help, seriously. So yes, I am really getting, I started feeling nostalgic. So I lowered my emotions for some time. But thanks. Thank you so much, Prem. Thank you so much. Who would like to come next?
Honey, I got a message from Minzy that past week she lost her grandfather, and while returning from there, she lost her sister also in the accident. That's the reason she's not attending the class. So she just asked me to let you know.
Please ask her to take care of herself.
Yes, I just wrote that to her. Yes.
No problem. No problem. Who would like to come next?
Honey, I'll go next.
Yes, Arjun, please go ahead.
There are three phases that I wanted to talk about. So first thing is after I joined my PC journey, it was a transformation for me. I understood that I'm not living the life that I wanted. So immediately once I understood the lacking areas, or when I coached myself, I was able to sell myself in 15 minutes. So the job I moved from the previous job to new job, the interview time was just 15 minutes. So I was able to sell myself because I was more confident on what I am and how I could sell myself. So yeah, it's not about selling itself, but it is more about having that confidence in me to make other person understand me.
True.
So that was a first transformation that I understood myself that there is a lot more possibilities. If I can do it for myself, maybe I can help others. But again, the journey was all inward. So yeah, so this first thing. Second part is lot of learnings. I mean, I think everyone had shared there. But for me, fulfillment, the focus, shadow work, process coaching, and the U-curve part where the shift happens. Those things, and again, accountability was one more thing. As a coach, you are not all away. You are also accountable for making sure that shift happens. And so, apart from that, there is also a lot of metaphor things. So I always kind of loved this clean language methodology of coaching, which is talking about metaphors and all those things. So yeah, I loved it absolutely, and I started using it more and more. So yeah, and meta view, listening with mind, body, and intent, and also relationship listening. So, does we know, with the face, are we able to understand our client clearly? So, all these things, more on listening. This shift actually happened little longer. So, 2018, when I moved from a team level coach to next like process or program level coach, the art of speaking has stopped, and the act of listening has actually started in me. So I used to have a sticky note in front of me which says listen or silent. One of these two was a sticky note that I used to have. But now it has become a natural process for me to listen, and not to disturb. But there are some cases where I disturb people or ask in between. But yeah, this was very good. And plus, this is the second part on what I had learned, what I've been doing. The third part is March 2020, exactly 2 years back. I started a book on coaching coaching conversations from Bhagavad Gita. So I had a lot of things. I wrote around 2-3 pages and it is like I was talking about, or like I wrote about using dialectical discourse method of coaching, which is like having two people who are kind of well versed, or kind of having two different points of view which are correct from themselves, but they are together on establishing a truth. So the whole intent for me was how to get this conversation going. And I think I got a lot of tools now, mainly from the perspective of emotional experience, okay, and the inaction things. Then also there are few more areas where I wanted a lot of things, like giving the coach a new landscape of possibilities, potential new choices, and remove the people dilemma. Okay, this was a few things that I always wanted. And now in this Bhagavad Gita episode, I always had one paragraph which never I could understand, which says, Coach Krishna listens, clarifies, persuades, challenges, and at times scolds Arjuna. Okay, so Krishna gets Arjuna to clarify and articulate his own emotions, beliefs, values, and his purpose of life, and crucially helps him to connect through these with the help of impending decisions the warrior must take on the battlefield. So basically, it is more from the perspective of taking a meta view. So now I never had tools in hand. So my book stopped there because I didn't had any tools on how to make people understand all these things. I think now I got more tools in hand, and I could start my journey again. So yeah, this is all it is. So
Wow, wow, Arjun. So you're speaking at length for some time. I'm so glad, so glad. Yes, Arjun, we all know you are an exceptional coach. You are a certified professional coach. You have been doing this work. And when you say that, yes, this is exactly the idea when we can reinforce the learning, and the way you have put it up very specifically, highly appreciated. Great, great. Thank you.
and again, thanks to all the people. I know I should not, I should say this again and again, because they're all the coaching conversations that I had, or peer practice sessions that I had, and all what is the support I got from all the people here is exceptional. I don't think it would be that easy for me to get into this level of understanding, because there are cases where I think Meenakshi was helping me understanding some concept when it was out of the class itself. So a lot of things, yeah. And Juhi and Mega did almost everything that they should do, or beyond what they should do. So thanks a lot for.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Lovely. Who's coming up next? I know it's dinner time, so yes, Fatima, please go ahead.
Actually, I have to start the thanking Honey very much and everybody of the team, because you know that I started how the ACC level, then how much confident I got after coming to the PCC level. You know, the talking, conversation, everything has been increased in this PCC level group. It was absolutely, it was actually, I don't know whether I could reach this place or not when I start this journey, but I'm very much happy now. I'm very much confident that I could present myself all the places very confidently, and I'm just feeling myself that I am just become some different person in this 1 year of journey. It was very different person. I'm changed totally. Most of the places when I present myself, I feel very much confident. That was the thing I got in this course. And apart from this, this PCC level, what learnings I had, totally in everyday's life, I'm just, if suppose one concept I learned this week or next week, when I was reviewing that, I'm putting that into my day-to-day life. Every day I'm remembering that, oh, this place I have to see this wheel of balance, this place I have to see this thing, this place I'm just missing today I'm learned a seen about intuition. So, oh yeah, I have to work on my intuition, I have to see this way I'm started putting in my day-to-day life everything. So it was a big change I got, and I'm just changed absolutely. I know I'm started listening to the people, as Arjun said correctly. We started becoming that. We earlier I was not a person that I listened to everybody so calmly and all. I Whenever they complete, before that I start talking. Now I'm just be calm and listening to everybody. what their mindset says, what is their emotion, what is their feeling, what they're trying to tell us. Everything I'm listening calmly. Then only I'm just coming out with the solution. This lot of changes I had. This definitely had because of this PCC level coaching journey only. I could do this. Thank you so much, honey. I don't have much things done, but I'm saying that totally I'm changed. One thing closes everything.
Excellent, excellent. And Fatima, yes, we can see that transition. I mean, personally, I can feel it absolutely.
Because you know
And
that
it's great.
ACC level, I could not talk also much in the class.
Oh, you have done, you have put excellent efforts. Let me put it up like this. You really used to put it up, come forward, give your best self forward. It does not matter how the things happen, but the consistency and the persistency that you have shown, excellent, excellent. And I'm so
Thank you.
proud
That
of
could
you.
happen because of this teamwork, and I'm just had a comfortable team so that I can present myself. That given me a chance to prove myself, and that has practiced into that I can prove myself outside also.
How true, how true, absolutely. Super, thank you, sweetheart, thank you. Okay, who's coming next now?
I'll go.
Yes, Archana.
So in a very normal way, and like everybody is very prepared, I think I am not, and I'll speak by my heart as I am. I can't fake around. Oh, okay. So I'll start with the word change. Change is inevitable, and it's something synonymous to life and growth. In my scenario, born and brought up in a very good family, never had the desire to work. My father used to laugh at me that only sleeping, eating, and shopping, these three things my daughter knows. And he passed away. After his passing away, I mean, I had to do something to, engage myself. So I started a studio and I was running it. And this is the 6th year I'm running it. But thanks to COVID, I got to know the other side of my own self because I was a good listener, a good, I don't know, but I could soothe the other person when somebody was in pain. So there was this modality called as tarot card reading. I started with that, and when I learned that, after that I learned healing. How to heal other people, how to heal their problems, and then I learned numerology. All this happened during COVID when my other work was absolutely shut down during the lockdown days. Then through my numbers, I just got to know that I am meant to be into occult field, and what best than a life coach thing. I did a lot of research and everything. Then I thought that this is the best suitable thing for me. And coming from this typical Punjabi family where the women are only meant to be in the kitchen, not working, only wearing whatever I am wearing, I am symbolizing my family. Okay. So I had to change that thing. I mean, amongst 250 people in my house, I am the only one who's working. And studio was not that respectable. Of course, I will not categorize a profession, but yes, of course, when it comes to this spiritual world or the guiding world where you give a ear, a heart, or a mind to other person, gives you a lot of respect. So money was never my agenda till date, but trust me, the amount of respect I have received in my family, I mean, I have seen my people behavior change towards me. I mean, that's my I think the value I've learned from this PCC level 1. And the amount of confidence you get from that. And I mean, I think as an individual, if I am healthy, if I am fine, if I'm hale and hearty and happy inside, then only I can heal the other person or the client. Otherwise, if a lot of things are happening here and I am not calm, I don't know how to categorize my life and how to sort out or jot down the things happening in my day to day life. How can I heal the other person? So this, after ACC helped, but after PCC, trust me, a storm going on, but I know what I have to do. I know how I have to protect my own people, what is my arena, what I have to do for others also, what is my responsibility towards others. honestly, I mean, I have learned a lot. And just like giving an example, just a simple word, listening, you know how big it can be. I just learned in this piece, seriously. And then the value system, how to quantify yourself, put them, how we put them into our lives, okay, and how are we living with it, and the realization of value, which is so important. I mean, maybe we have, maybe the other person, but the realization happening to us was a very big thing, and it all happened in the PCC level. Then again, the goal setting, like, we have to move by a protocol. Then the grow model, the transformation, the trust, the most importantly trust, I feel it is only a 5 letter word, but it has a lot more meaning to it. Imagine complete stranger coming to you, pouring his heart out, his or her heart out to you, you know the feeling you get, is like amazing, amazing. And if you are of any worth to that person, you make any sense to that person's life, is another sense of completion in your own self. I mean, I think money is the secondary part. Anybody can earn money, even laborers, they do. The amount of satisfaction or the peace you get here after giving somebody's life a meaning, or if when somebody says ki, oh, I was finding it and now I got it, and it is coming from you, that gives me another high. And I think that is all after, I think, PCC level. Yes, and I have stopped judging people. I used to do that before. I've stopped judging people. I was a people pleaser. Now I have changed. Now I say the truth. And it has all happened only after PCC. And thank you so much. And I've learned a very big thing that is called coordination. And that is only I have learned by experiencing it, by you guys, Honey, especially, then Juhi, Mega, and then my peer group. Trust me, I have made amazing friends over here in this group. Seriously. And I know they are a full con away. Trust me. I mean, I am like onto another step of my life and I'm loving it. And all thanks to you guys, all of you, all of you.
Oh my God. It's like music to the ears. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Archana. Awesome. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, my chance is yet to come. I'm just waiting for everybody and then I want to speak about each one of you. Okay, who's coming next? Yes, Vaibhavi, please come.
To start with, thank you, Annie, and a special thanks to Juhi. Yes, she's so supportive, and yes, honey, basically I'm not into coaching anything. It's the new thing for me. Yes, I put my heart and soul into this coaching, but this all this coaching thing is new for me. And after ACC gave me such a motivation, and today I can say I'm an author. Yes, after that PCC, it's a transformation journey for me. This is the one thing that I can say. It's a complete transformation that I can see in myself. And thank you for each peer that made me to reach my goal or to set my goal. Thank you for everything. Thank you, Mega, particularly you made us. Yeah, she helped us a lot in setting our practice session. Thank you. That's it. My internet is not stable, so I'm ending here. Thank you.
No problem. We can get it. That feelings, we can hear it. So thank you. Thank you, Vaibhavi. Thank you so much. Okay, who's coming next?
I'll go.
Yes, Koshi.
Hi. So, Honey, the reason for choosing PCC is just you. Okay, after the ACC experience, and I'm very choosy normally, and I have this bad feedback of choosing the trainers also in the organization. So, thanks for your professionalism. Actually, this whole journey has transformed personally me as an individual, to the next level. I feel more calmer, more accepting, and my thought process has changed a lot at a higher level. And personal takeaways are many from this PCC session. I'm contributing a lot to the organization, much more than what I was doing it earlier. Uh, from the time I did this exercise of levels of listening and crucial conversations, be it the MBTI, we had these things in our in our sort of curriculum, in our trainings and all, but we never consciously acknowledge all these when we work in the corporate. So this has really helped us, to be where we are right now. And in fact, I was writing down some points, which actually helped us to implement in the organization as well. Like me and Bharadwaj, we keep telling people, like, what is food for the body is thought for your mind. So keep your thoughts fresh. And we started talking less. Otherwise, we normally in HR we get paid for talking mostly. Otherwise, the other perspective that we created is we have to talk less now to understand more. So which is a breakthrough for most of the people. In fact, our leaders as well. So thanks to all of you, for creating this space. Wonderful journey. Trust me, 4 months. The only pain was attending it on a Friday evening, which is supposed to be a party time normally, but we say, thank God it's Friday and Hani is here. So it's a TGIF is here, actually. So, and thanks to Megha and Juhi for their wonderful coordination. And I like this PCC much more than ACC because of the reason that we have complemented the learnings in observed coaching sessions and also peer practicing sessions. I think this is wonderful, brilliant way of conceptualizing and ensuring that this is delivered to the last person in the coaching journey. I mean, this is brilliant actually. And I'll replicate this in some of my sessions here in my organization as well. Thanks, Hani. Thanks a lot once again. Looking forward to more collaborations in the future.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much, Yogi. Means a lot. Awesome. Okay.